More details now on the Supreme Court ruling allowing partisan gerrymandering. Fox 47's Christiana Ford tells us why it's going to have a big impact in Michigan next year, but not much after that.
Now, the Supreme Court said that federal courts should stay out of political disputes when it released its decision today. Voters, not politicians, on the other hand, say it's about more than that.
In 2018, Voters Not Politicians got a win, sponsoring a permanent solution to end partisan redistricting in Michigan.
We sponsored a ballot initiative to write into our state constitution an independent citizens redistricting commission, and that commission is forming.
And the creation of that commission means Thursday's Supreme Court ruling ultimately won't have a long-term impact in Michigan. But it does end a lawsuit over Michigan's current state legislature and congressional districts, which will be used for next year's elections. Wang is disappointed by that.
The lower court here, in our case, found that Michigan voters have already suffered through 4 election cycles with rigged maps, and that we shouldn't have to suffer through another one. And unfortunately, after today, it looks like we're going to have to.
The lower court ordered the legislature to redraw the maps for the 2020 elections. Now, they'll stay the same until the independent commission takes over the redistricting process after next year's census. Wang says because states that don't have the same ballot initiative process as Michigan need to rely on the courts to protect voting rights, and she says those voters have been let down.
It really is the court's role, we believe, to protect the voters in that case, and they failed to do that today.
Now, Voters Not Politicians told me they do plan to help their partners in other states legislate redistricting.
And that was Christiana Ford reporting. The redistricting process in Michigan could be even uglier because the state is expected to lose a seat in Congress after the next census. Michigan's population is growing, but we have the 8th slowest growth rate in the country.